Hello learners, I am Dr. Subodh Kesharwani, working with Indira Gandhi National Open University in School of Management Studies. The topic which I am going to talk today is sequel to whatever we have discussed in our last two sessions. That is, the difference between the correlation and regression analysis and standard error. So we know that we have a very exclusive session which was talking on correlation. Then we have a session on correlation coefficient, and then we have two sessions on regression analysis and types of regression analysis. Either it could be the simple way of calculating the regression analysis or multiple way of using the regression analysis, in which we have observed that where there is a variation in the dependent and independent variables. So today discussion talks about the difference between the correlation and regression, because why we are jumping from correlation and regression, because though both belong to a same chapter, that is correlation regression analysis. So we are here to recapitulate more about what exactly we have done in our preceding sessions, and then we can finally the distinguish between the correlation and regression, and then little bit talk about the standard error. So starting with if you talk about the relationship, I think the whole this particular chapter, chapter 10, which talks about the measure of relationship. And when you are going to talk about the measure of relationship, it is going to be bifurcated into correlation and correlation coefficient, and whereas cause and effect relationship, and then regression analysis. So we have already seen that how the regression analysis is going to be depend on the cause and effect. So if there could be any cause, what are the effect of that? The example which we have taken, the weather conditions example, where we observe that when the temperature goes up, in that case there is a more demand of the electricity. And if you, on the other example is that if you do a rash driving, I think there is more chances of occurring of the accident. So these all are the relationships. These are all the cause and effect. So correlation and correlation coefficient are more focusing on the relationship, which could be explained with having a visual effect. But when you're talking about regression analysis is more foolproof and more algorithm based. So correlation and regression are two analyses based on the distribution of multiple variables. They can be used to describe the nature and strength of the relationship between two continuous quantitative variables. So this is the beauty of correlation and regression. And if you go more into the depth of correlation is a static that assess the strength and direction of linear association of two interval ratio variables. It is created through a technique called regression. And when you are going to talk about the bivariate regression, is a technique that fits a straight line as close as possible between all the coordinates of two interval ratio variables plotted on a two-dimensional graph to summarize the relationship between the variables. So this is the beauty of this correlation and regression analysis. And on an intuitive level, we are using this correlation and regression in our everyday life. An expensive car usually make us believe the owner is financially successful, whereas an old car indicates the opposite. So these are some of the examples, and every mother knows the importance of a healthy diet. The better meals she cooks, the healthier her children should grow. So these are the relationship which having a cause and effect, so or not. So when researchers apply the same methods to large data sets, they can find association between the entities, measure the strength of such association, and even make predictions. Because we have already seen in our preceding sessions that when you talk about the statistics, when you talk about the hypothesis, when you talk about certain parameters, this is nothing but an assumption. So and that is the reason from the big bunch of population, we concentrate on the target population and then just take a little bit a piece of information from there, and on that basis of a small piece we try to interpret the results of the full thing. So both correlation and regression are known data mining techniques. Epidemiology, the analysis help estimate the association between an exposure and an outcome, and medical researchers may use the patient body weight to predict the optimal dose for new drug and so on. So these are the things. So it's not like that this particular course, which is called MCU3, Research Methodology in Statistics, it is designed for the business student. But when you are going or using the regression analysis or the correlation analysis, you will find out there is a great use of it. And it's not like that it can have a business effect. You find out it is used in health industries. You can use it in day-to-day activity also. We are using regression and correlation analysis. So there is a great difference between correlation and regression. When you talk about the correlation correlation is talking about the relationship, and regression is more talking about one affect the other. So how one is going to affect the other, what are the cause and effect relationship that is there. So variable move together, cause and effect model is there when you talk about the regression, whereas in correlation you will find out the variables are moving one to another. So x and y can be interchanged as far as the correlation is concerned, and when you talk about the regression, x and y cannot be interchanged. So and data represented in single point and data represented by line. So what we have observed that as far as the correlation is concerned, we have seen that data is represented by a single point, whereas here the data represented by a line. That is the reason we emphasize more on the regression lines. So we have seen that it could be either linear in nature or it could be non-linear in nature, that we have already covered in our preceding sessions. But end of the day, the regression lines are going to play a very important role. On the other hand, there are some basis of comparison. It could be in terms of usage, it could be in terms of indications, it could be in terms of independent variables, because independent variables are the variable which are changing with the change of time. So when you are talking about the regression, you will find out the simple regressions, you will find out the dependent and independent variable are one, whereas in multiple regression analysis you will find out dependent variables are fixed, but independent variables are more in numbers. They are more than one, they are more than two, and they are unlimited. So how you are going to apply this multiple regression lines in that is a need of an hour. So when you are talking the basis of comparison, as far as the meaning is concerned, correlation is a statistical measure which determines correlationship or association of two variables, whereas regression describes how an independent variable is numerically related to the dependent variable. So this is something which is there, and as far as the usage are concerned, the correlation represents linear relationship between two variables. And when you talk about the regression, it fit a best line and estimate one variable on the basis of another variable. This is considered to be the usage. And dependent and independent variable, there is no difference. And as far as the regression analysis is concerned, both variables are different. You have different dependent variables which can be quoted as x, and you have different independent variables which can be quoted as y. So correlation coefficient indicates the extent of two variables moved together, whereas as far as the regression indicates the impact of a unit change is the known variable x on the estimated variable y. So objectives are to find a numerical value expressing the relationship between variables and to estimate values of random variable on the basis of the values of fixed variable. So this is the difference between the two. And if you see this particular image, you will find out the correlation can be depicted by this way, where you will find out certain dots are there, and if you see, so the regression analysis in the same manner we can plot the dot, but the line can be an added advantage which can be there. So while plotting, while doing the regression analysis, you have to work in the manner the correlation need to be done. You will put the dots, and if you compare these two images, you will find out the red dots are there, the green dots are there, but more or less it is moving in the same direction. So then you draw a line which can cover all the dots in a more near manner. So this is called regression lines, and this is the difference between the two. So correlation analysis, the degree and direction of relationship between the variables are studied, whereas in regression analysis the nature of relationship is studied. So that is a very important thing which one has to take care. And if value of one variable is known, the value of other variable cannot be estimated. This is what we are doing in correlation. And if value of variable is known, the value of other variable can be estimated using the functional relationship. So what we are going to do in regression, we are more emphasizing on the functional relationship. And as far as the correlation is concerned, correlation coefficient lies between -1 and 1. And as far as regression is concerned, only one regression coefficient can be greater than 1. So whereas correlation coefficient is dependent on change of origin and scale, and regression coefficient is independent of change of origin but not of scale. So what we have seen that in regression analysis, as far as the correlation is concerned, it helps correlation coefficient and standard deviation of two random variables x and y, and regression coefficient can be obtained. So this is something which is there. And difference between correlation and regression in statistics could be explained with the help of y is equal to a0 plus a1 x1 plus ak xk, and where k, x and y are the two variables, while linear regression is a technique to make predictions using the following model, and error is something which we are going to take care in the coming slides. So here y is the response, what we want to predict, for instance revenue, while the X are the predictors, say gender with 0 equals to male and 1 equals to female, and education level, age, etc. So the predictors are sometimes called independent variables or features in machine learning. So now the question is that these predictors are somewhat correlated to the response. In regression, we want to maximize the absolute value of the correlation between the observed response and the linear combination of the predictor. So we choose the parameter A0, AK that accomplish this goal, and the square of the correlation coefficient in question is called the R squared coefficient. So the coefficient of A0 up to AK are called the model parameters, and A0 sometimes set to 0 called the intercept. So correlation is one picture, regression in one picture. So what we have seen that how the things are there. So what we have observed that this correlation and regression comparison is very important, because if you want to start the regression process of regression, you have to start with the correlation only, and implication is that quantify the relationship between two or more variables, investigate the dependency relationship between the independent and dependent variables, and as far as the prerequisite is concerned, bivariate normal distribution, and as far as regression is concerned, independent variable be a normally distributed random variable. So as far as the application is concerned, investigate the quantitative association, investigate the quantitative dependency relationship between variables, prediction, variable selections. The correlation coefficient has the same sign as regression coefficient, and the hypothesis testing for correlation coefficient and regression coefficient is equivalent. This is a very important aspect, because in the coming sessions we are going to have an exclusive talk on hypothesis testing. We have an elaborative session on talking on what exactly the hypothesis is, how the null hypothesis be rejected, or alternate hypothesis can be accepted, or vice versa. But this has a great role, So when you are going to test the hypothesis for correlation coefficient and regression coefficient need to be equivalent. For bivariate normal distributed variables, regression could be used to interpret correlation. The high determined correlation indicates the X is closely correlated to Y. Anyway, I think we have very well distinguished between the two terms, as it is quite important to have a distinguishment between the two. But standard error is something which is part and parcel of the regression correlation analysis, because when we make an equation, there are certain discrepancy which comes, and these discrepancy usually called the standard error. So because the whole statistics based on the assumptions and presumptions, and when you presume anything, there are chances that you can reach to the optimality but not to that level. So whatever the discrepancy comes is considered as a standard error. So the standard error is a statistical term that measures the accuracy with which a sample distribution represents a population by using standard deviation. In statistics, a sample mean deviates from the actual mean of population. This deviation is the standard error of the mean. So what is standard error in a regression? The standard error of regression, also known as standard error of the estimate, represent the average distance that observed values fall from the regression line. Conveniently, it tells you how wrong the regression model is on average using the units of the response variable. So how do you interpret standard error of regression? So S is known both as the standard error of the regression and the standard error of the estimate. So S represents the average distance that observed value fall for the regression line. Conveniently, it tells you how wrong the regression model is on average using the units of the response variable. So when you are going to calculate the R squared or the regression, you can use the standard error of the regression to assess the precision of the predictions. Approximately 95% of the observations should fall within plus oblique minus, and 2 standard error of regression from regression line, which is also a quick approximation of 95% prediction interval. So if we want to use a regression model to make predictions, assessing the standard error of regression might be more important than assessing R squared. Now the collinearity is there. We have already talked a lot as far as when we were talking about the multiple regression analysis. Collinearity is a very important term, because when predictors are highly correlated, standard errors are inflated. And conceptual examples are, suppose two variables Z and X are exactly the same. Suppose the population regression line of Y on X is Y is equal to 10 plus 5X. Then fit a regression using simple data of Y on both X and Z. So we could plug in any value of the coefficient of X and Z so long as they add up to 5. So equivalently, this means that standard error for the coefficient are huge. Now, when we are making a prediction for individual, predict the value of dependent variable, given the values, sum of the explanatory variables. Process is regress the dependent variable onto the given explanatory variable, then predict, fill in the values of explanatory variables, hit the predict button. So now predict the annual maintenance cost of 1 year old car which will be driven in 18,500 miles over the next year. This is the example which we have taken, and what we have observed that this standard error is somewhat works on the estimate, and the unpredictable variable can be used to compute the standard error of estimate, which is a measure of the average distance between the actual y values and the predicted y values. So standard error of estimate is SS residual oblique DF. So standard error of the estimate is a measure of the accuracy of predictions. The regression line is a line that minimizes the sum of the squared deviation of predictions, also called the sum of square errors. The standard error of estimate is closely related to the quantity and is defined below as sigma is equal to summation of y minus y square upon n. So y is equal to actual value and y estimated value and number of observation. So n is equal to number of observations. So when you are having a standard error of estimates, I think this is estimate, this is actual, and you see how the standard error is going to be calculated. So there is a standard error of 0.47 which we have calculated by this. So we have y, then we have y slash, then we have taken a square of that, and finally we have calculated. So standard error is this, distance estimated minus mean is this, regression line is this, so mean is this, and distance is actual minus mean. So now what we observe that this is the formula by which the standard deviation need to be calculated, and the standard error of regression is using the prediction equation. We predict this each sample observation. The difference between the prediction and the actual value of the dependent variable, that is the error, is an estimate of that individual residual value. Now why does this dependent variable vary? And the dependent variable varies because the annual maintenance expenses across the car in the fleet is changed with the change of time. So distribution of correlation coefficient, I think when we are in the process of distribution of correlation coefficient, the sample correlation coefficient follows a t distribution with n2 degree of freedom, and you have to estimate the standard error. So like proportion, the variance of correlation coefficient depends on the correlation coefficient itself, and this is the way by which the things are. So standard error of y given x in the average variability around the regression lines at any given value of x, it is assumed to be equal to all values of x. Now you see this particular image, you will find out that how the standard error is going to be calculated with respect to that. So anyway, I think we have covered a lot about difference between the correlation regression and then standard error, which is an important ingredient of the calculation of the regression lines or the correlation coefficient. Thank you very much.